play continues to develop, he knows where he's going. You do not.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
To the air with McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Throwing is McCarthy. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Now a 2nd and 10. Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy.
Flushed out right.
Middle of the field.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits. Not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room for him there as he'll take this out to about the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd down and 3.
Come on.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Let's go. Viking 18. Smash.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards.
It's just called, as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. It seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At
the Vikings 3-yard line.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Gott's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And inside give to Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
already at the line. This Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. He may go. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Eagles 7.
Bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Come on, come on. Dragon 60. 18, 5 in.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
7 Pirates. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
18, Robert. 18.
They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. McCarthy operating from the gun. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Catherine left. Let's go. Warriors, Cougar 19. Check smash. Check smash. Dragon 60.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Check, check, check. Rig alert. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hey. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They need 18 yards here on third down.
Nice. Here we go. 7-5, Cowboy 80. 18, 5 here. Ready.
Back to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Point after, right down the middle. And a lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
are these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
37-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 8.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Jones. And he's got it to about the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
McCarthy going to throw again. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's more. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rondale Moore, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and they went back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Carter. They were bouncing their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And the Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And marked him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. They'll buy some time right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, go.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Back to 60, back to 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Ready. 80.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Chop 60, chop 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Here's Jackson to return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Complete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Come 19. Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
The 16-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Viking 18. Go.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
19 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And Gotw's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Vikings able to recover the hands, but I think the ball's out. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. That pass complete to Moore.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Street, street. Trap 60, trap 60.
To the air with McCarthy.
Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to throw.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Let's play the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown, the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help them.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Oh, he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Cut 19.
It's 4th down.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
He's back to throw. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, a timeout called for by the offense. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Drag him 60.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right